Hi guys, welcome to another movie crew review. Today we'll be reviewing Thelma. The movie stars Jane Squibb, Fred Hechinger, and Richard Roundtree.
So we follow 93-year-old Thelma as she's scammed out of $10,000 by somebody impersonating to be her grandson Danny. And as she takes vengeance against the people and tries to find who stole her money, we see the cavalcade of situations that her and her gentleman friend Ben find themselves in. So let's get into the review, and Moon, if you'd like to take us away.
Yep. So I had no idea what this movie was all about, and I'm just glad I didn't know, because this movie is really good, and not knowing what this is all about was just really, I just felt so many emotions. I was laughing a lot, and it is very emotional, gets very sad sometimes. Do work for the elderly people, and it really made a huge difference for me, knowing their aspect, like just to see every time I see when I'm at work, and so that added another layer. Thelma, portrayed by June, is so good. She is, I actually believe, I don't know if it's actually based on true story or not, but I could believe that it actually has happened. And even the side character, Richard Roundtree, Ben, he was amazing too. Like, their chemistry was off the charts. Everything, the movie's just amazing. And the performance by Fred as Daniel, he was just a bit quippy. I was like, this guy. But then we got to know more about him, and as he can't do maths and this and that. It's just so different. I just loved everything. John?
Yeah, I have to agree with Maroon. It was a fantastic film. I really enjoyed the development of June and Ben, the relationship we get to see them. And there's a film called The Beekeeper that came out earlier this year, where an old lady gets scammed out of money, and then Jason Statham comes and kills like 4 million people to get it back. This is like the real life version of that. Everything that you see in the film of this caliber feels like it could happen. There's nothing too outlandish, I would say. So I really enjoyed the story and the storytelling. June Squibb was a fantastic actress who played a great role. Very believable characters, and very believable how she portrayed the 93-year-old. Thelma Post, a real person. Josh Margolin's real life grandmother, and up to the post office was actually just verbatim true, exactly as it happened. And then they inferred after that, if she was not to get answered by the daughter, which is what happened in real life, what would she have done? So I enjoyed the way that they've told this film. I think it's quite enjoyable, quite funny, and Ben, he adds that kind of comedic timing to it. There's a funny scene at the end with the Annie play, which if you watch the film is really funny. But yeah, even the things she's saying, like when she's making all the calls to find somebody to help her track down the villain, the people that stole her money from the film, she's calling everybody, this one's dead, this one's got this one moved to Cleveland, and it was just the way the lines are delivered is so fantastic. And the comparison between June Squibb's character, Thelma, and Danny, the grandson, really enjoyed that as well, because you kind of see he's protective of her and she doesn't like it, but then the parents are protective of him, and he's a bit of the same, a bit coddled, but he breaks out of it, and so does she. It's really nice rounding story, short film, 98 minutes, but really concise, really good, and I really don't have any much gripes with the film. Cameron?
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it as much as you guys, but I think it was a good movie. Like you boys have said, for me, the character of Daniel stood out for me. He's just, like Moon said, it just caught me by surprise of how many layers they actually put into this character and how relatable he was. The storyline was good. It was very believable, like you boys have said, and just the comparison to, because they touch on it a lot in the movie, is with Mission Impossible
and how they have like these couple of scenes, how they have the break into the light shop where she's trying to infiltrate it and get to the guy who's stolen her money. That was a really good scene. I thought that was pretty funny, and how they connect through the hearing aids was very funny to me. But yeah, I thought it was fine. Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, any film that supports Tom Cruise, you know, lifts him up, you know, shows the true action hero that he is, perfect in my books. Yeah, Michael McDowell, he was the mastermind behind this plot. He's pretty much somebody like June, really, if you think about it. Sad, you know, and he's trying to make something to successfully run his light shop. So, I mean, he has some kind of motive behind it. So I can understand in a way why he's doing this, but in the same thing, it's wrong. But Michael McDowell plays it really good. Like for that, he's on screen for probably like 3 minutes, but they're funny 3 minutes. It's very, very comedic. So yeah.
And because they're old, it's very laid back, but it's still intense to a point. So yeah, I thought they did that really well.
You got that, Mission Impossible style things. Like there was that one scene where the scooter gets smashed.
Yeah.
That was like out of nowhere. I didn't expect that at all. And when it happened, it was just so funny. But yeah, it's lighthearted, but it's got a bit of action. You know, not much, but something. It's got a bit of everything. If you want a nice film, it's gonna have a happy ending and life goes on. And and she's still alive too. Real life Thelma was 104 now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's it was set. She's 93 because back when it happened, when she got the call, she was 93 years old. So yeah,
definitely an easy watch.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, going to give our scores.
Yep.
Moon, how many scooters out of 10?
I'll give it 8.5 scooters out of 10.
John?
I'm gonna be on the same page as Moon. 8.5 scooters out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give this movie 6 scooters out of 10. Alright guys, make sure to like, share the video, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.